this business is more of an art than a science, and that there are more ways than one to get from point A to point B successfully. When you go to work for the first firm that you work at, don't take it for granted that that's the right way or the wrong way, but identify whether or not that's the way that you agree with. Be a critical thinker and think about what type of values and financial planning mean to you. This business is so nuanced that you can probably find a place that mirrors your own ideals if you give it enough time. Don't take the first job and think that's the only game in town.
Be patient. This is a tough business to get in, and we all have aspirations to be an advisor who has lots of clients and making this big impact. And when you're young, it's hard. People tend to want to work with people their own age, and people our age when you're young don't have a lot of money. So, take opportunities, get involved, meet other advisors, find a mentor, and find somebody that can really help you find out what you want to do, how you want to do it. Maybe you don't want to be the advisor, maybe you want to be the planner, just do planning and those types of things. But be patient and find a good mentor and ask lots of questions.
I would say get the CFP right away and make your practice a fiduciary practice. I made that course correction 11 years after I started. I got into business the old-fashioned way. I was selling things for a distribution firm, and I had my blinders on, and I didn't really know there was another way to do things. So what I would recommend people do now is get CFP right away and set your practice up as a fiduciary. Put your client's interests first.
Well, I think I'm still at that point. I'm still newer to the industry, but I think one of the pieces of advice I would pass along would be just learn one new thing every day. It takes 7 to 10 years. And you just have to try and keep learning. And there's always something new, a new challenge, but embrace that, right? And lean in. And eventually you'll get to the point where you can start making a difference for everybody you talk to. It just takes the time and the effort.
Get as quickly to owning your own business as possible. I wish I had spent less time in the corporate environment and had gotten out on my own working with clients even sooner.
I would say it's to just take everything in and to basically be a sponge, so to say. I believe our industry is so complex, and there's so many reasons why you might do one strategy compared to another. And I think it's great to ask questions. Ask a John or a Sam, why did we do that over this? And just to get an idea of everything that's involved with the plan and the complexities, and to have a full understanding of that.
Yeah, just shut up and listen. Like everybody else, I've got that little voice in my head that as soon as someone starts to ask a question, I start to answer it. And the problem with that is then you don't really listen to what someone's trying to say. And as I've gotten more confident, I've gotten more comfortable just staying back, listening. And when you do that, it really gives you the ability to make a deeper connection and to really find out what is important to somebody. And it's a hard thing to learn. It's taken time, but if I could go back, I'd tell myself that. Shut up, listen, hear what they have to say.